But what I really appreciated, babe, is the fact that I don't know, like even when you were talking about after we got married, one of the things that that was really interesting, I guess, for me, is that I had previous experience with music, and the Lord led me from one thing to another. I love R&B when I was in high school, but it led me through my emotions to do things and to think things that I probably shouldn't have thought and do before I got married. And so the Lord led me to saving all those things on a jump drive and leaving them alone. And then there's also music that I used to listen to, like rap and stuff like that, not because I like the lyrics, but because of the beat. And I had subwoofers in my car. And anyway, but at some point the Lord led me to giving those subwoofers away, doing away with that music, saving the love music for when I got married. And that was it. And so anyway, after we got married, crazy enough, the desire, I had all this music stored up, but the desire to play like this love music had whittled away. And even like after we're married, which is really, it's crazy, crazy. And some of it, I try to play, a bit of it, and some was like, it just, I don't know, it's weird. It's crazy how the Lord kind of changes and transforms you as you seek Him concerning certain things. But anyway, but at some point, you and I got together. Obviously, we got married, and you still loved like certain types of music that I felt convicted by. And so I'm curious to know, and I know others probably curious to know, like your take on that process or whatever else. I know I mentioned it to you at some point, and talk to me about it. Like, what's your thoughts on like what happened in your opinion, and what's your thoughts on it?
I think I was just numb to the lyrics, and like you said, the beat of the music is what I really liked. That I didn't pay attention to the message, and if I did pay attention to the message, I ignored it. Because I'm like, I like this artist, I like this song, it's popular, right now type of thing. But then you shared your concerns with me, because you said that you got like convicted by it, and I felt like you were attacking me. Like, not the music, but I felt like you were attacking me, and I felt like you were almost like holier than thou type of thing, even though that's not what you were saying, that's not how you felt. But I felt like there was this bright spotlight on what I was doing wrong, that it made you, in my mind, come across as if, oh, he's, he think he Jesus number 2 type of thing. But I walked away from that conversation obviously offended, and upset about it. And say we argued, but I remember I was just getting like very loud, and I didn't want to hear what you had to say about it. But then after that night, I just remembered praying about it and asking the Lord to search my heart, because I know that with what you were saying, I knew that it came from a place of love, and I knew that you wouldn't want to intentionally hurt me. So I had to keep that in mind. Like, He's not trying to hurt you, He's not trying to attack you. And so I'm like, Lord, if there is any truth to what it is that He's saying, regardless of how I feel, regardless of how He feels, please expose that to me, and expose it to me in a gentle way, in a way that I can receive it, and confirm those things if I need to let it go, but also give me new music, almost like change my desires, for music that would glorify you, and not the normal Sunday church
Traditional.
I want I want the nice beats. I want the hip hop feel. That's what I'm used to. That's what I know. And so after that, taking it to God, I put my music on hold because I didn't want to almost like deepen the hole that I was in. If I was asking him to search my heart, I need to give him time to do so. So I don't want to say, all right, Lord, search my heart on Sunday, but then on Monday it's like, I don't care what you got to say, and let me turn my music back up type of thing. I was genuine with it, like, because my goal is to please God, not man. So even though we're married and I do love you, right, I know that you're still human and you're imperfect, and like we all have our flaws type of thing. My goal is to please God. So I put the music on hold. I was just listening to like K-Love radio or something like that. And then after a while, the Lord, he showed me in a very gentle way, very loving way, that this music was not glorifying him. And he also led me to Christian rap, Christian hip hop. I didn't even know that existed. Right. And it was so crazy because...
And it was good quality, I say. Because when I was coming up, there was certain Christian rap or hip hop that was like, oh my goodness, this is lame. Yeah. But at this point, like, this was like hot, like real nice.
Yeah. And I just think it's so amazing if we allow God the room to have access to our heart, and we surrender those things, it's like he opens up the doors for us. And I think that's so cool to me, because I was very attached to my music, that when I finally gave this up to God, not only did he send me or help me find like Christian rappers on YouTube, because I was even struggling with that, he put me in a position where I had a real life connection, which was Stephen King, your cousin. And he was, like you said, it wasn't no corny, it wasn't a corny Christian rap, type of thing. It was real deal, hard hitting, I'm going through these real life issues type of thing. And that was just, I thank God for that, because he allowed me that exposure with like I don't know, I just feel like he gave me something like very tangible, right. And something that I can see, and somebody that I can like talk to, like, man, I really like this artist. Do you have anybody that's similar? Right. And then he was sharing his playlist, you would share your playlist with me. But if I would have never surrendered that to God, I wouldn't have known anything about it, like still to this day. Right.
Yeah, and that's huge, man. And music, I mean, plays a big role in a lot of people's lives. I mean, in your life, the reality is that you had a just like a lot of other people, you had a great love for Justin Bieber, Chris Brown. You were infatuated with them based on what you told me and that type of thing. But you've also noticed a change in their music, like where it starts off as innocent, but it's one of those things. It's like the Satan often puts a hook in a lot of these, in a lot of people through these artists. Like they'll start off as Hannah Montanas, right? And then they transition to being these Miley Cyruses, right? Jezebel's spirit, right? And all the spirit of rebellion and all these other things. After a while is what, and various spirits that the enemy kinds of uses them as vessels for. And so, it's crazy, man. But these people are real people, right? And so there have been times where God would, when he was giving you this revelation, he started putting within your heart to pray for some of these people, the Justin Biebers and Chris Browns and stuff like that, which is interesting. But I thank God for just loving us enough to identify a better way and the wrong within it, but also giving us that alternative. Because even in us being married, or getting together, that was, you found out about me through your mom because of music, right? And y'all was singing some of these songs that I did on the EP a long time ago, and I didn't even know you at the time. And so, but it's just amazing how God works, and I was proud to do that one song for you for sure. And my only song I did a video, Greater Love. So, and I'm proud of that song to this day. Did that video, that song for my wife to this day. That's right. And so anyway, babe, I love you so much, and I'm so proud of who you are, who you have become, and who God is molding you to being. And it's my desire for, I know that it's not convenient for us to be able to do like certain high quality videos and things of that nature together, or whatever else, like in some senses how we have in the past and things of that nature. But my desire is for people to hear you, you know what I'm saying, and hear, and not really, it's not just you, it's like the God in you, right? The God in us. Because we're in a culture where people are kind of just doing, they're getting caught in a rat race, they're getting caught with the hooks in their souls, you know, because it sounds good, got a good beat, that type of thing. So, but anyway, I love you, babe. I appreciate you, and I pray that God uses this for His glory in some way. Amen.
Amen.